So we open with Hefferly telling her daughter Alora, we wear about the same size. Alora just rolled her eyes and said, girl. Okay, so does Quad own this apartment or not? Does she own the townhome or is it a rental? But Anila dropping by with a whole bunch of clothes because she needs Quad to get her some extensions. And I'm sorry, there's a lot of things I'll trust Quad with. You know, fleecing men, finding ugly husbands. But hair, with those Dijonais dudes she be sporting, mm-mm, mm-mm. She gives too much wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. Yeah, mm-mm. I ain't trusting her with a wig. Or a weave. Maybe a Decatur quick weave. I mean, her hair looks better than Nini's. At least she ain't got a welcome mat on the back of her head. But you still look like Dijonais from the Proud family. All day, every day. And then Quad take forever to get to the door because she wiping down wine glasses. You can do that when I'm inside. When I'm there, get the door. Don't leave me outside for 10 minutes. You might come outside and I ain't there. Now, Quad, Toya just called your house a bullshit-ass apartment, and then you gonna show the fact that you've got a whole room where your curtains are wet, water's coming in, your furniture has to have plastic on it. It looks dilapidated. It looks dilapidated. That much water damage gives me dilapidated, which means it's a bullshit-ass apartment. I ain't got no water damage up and through, and I'm on the top floor. Then again, it hasn't rained in California in the past 20 years, but that's besides the point. So now Quad and Anila get to the real meat of the conversation, Toya bashing. She doesn't take accountability. Well, neither do you two. Anila doesn't take accountability for overspending her husband's money, much like Toya, and Quad doesn't take responsibility for marrying a man she knew she didn't love or wanted to have a child with so that she could get on this show. All three of you don't take accountability, so I guess it takes one to know one. And Anila's like, I thought we made up, but we still apparently have an issue. Quad's gonna say Toya's so self-absorbed that she's unaware. Well, Quad, isn't that you? I mean, you're so self-absorbed, you're still unaware you're barely on this show. So Quad wants an apology, but until then, Toya's gotta pay the piper. Pay for what? You're in a bullshit apartment with water damage, and that's the truth. Your leased cars cost more than your home. And that's the truth, too. I hope it comes with a 2-car garage, but that looks like a 1. Meanwhile, across town at Simone's house, she's got some very interesting information for Cecil. Child, she sit him down in front of the television, and lo and behold, Lisa Nicole, Cloud, not Noggles, but Cloud, has been caught running a COVID testing lab that apparently isn't sending out results. Cecil, where did you get that fake Hermes belt? And why do you have it on? Now, I know you got a new hairline, but you ain't got to start shopping at the flea market like Walter. I'm not expecting you to show up in, fake Gucci. Remember when he had fake Gucci on a few episodes ago when he was fishing with Kenya and still wouldn't get them $40 kicks dirty? I guess he had to keep up the illusion that it was true Gucci. We know it wasn't. And I ain't even got to look that Hermes belt up to know that is fake, fraudulent, and phony. Like Quad's love for Stuart Little. Cecil's laugh when they said, and they've never seen the results. So Simone is like, look, we trying to have this town hall and get people out to vote, and we can't be associated with Vi scams. Lisa out here down with OPPP. Simone said, well, there was a huge pressure to get labs to do testing. And some labs, like Dr. Damon's, was legit. But Lisa Nicole... So Simone's like, I gotta call Hefferly and listen to her do her told you so, told you so, told you, told you, told you so. So Simone calls Hefferly, and Hefferly's in her confessional, and she says, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything because we've already had conflicts with business. I'm gonna talk to you later, girl. And then immediately calls Jackie and Quad. So Jackie says, you know what, girl? I'm on call. And Quad says, well, let's just let her express and explain exactly what's going on. And you know Lisa Nicole, she gonna come to us with some backpedaling, mealy-mouth Sheree Whitfield spring, summer, fall bullshit. I ain't even gonna ask her because I'm like, you can't even lie good enough to entertain me. Your lies, they don't have that plausibility. Oh, Lord. I am tired of watching Contessa's marriage fall apart. So Scott comes in while she's on the phone with her therapist, and it feels low-key like she was trying to set him up for an accidental couple session, and Scott wasn't here for it. Now, Scott, why didn't you just take your happy butt upstairs when you saw she was on the phone with her life coach? Why stick around for the awkward conversation? Oh, God. Probably shit. The life coach said, Contessa, there's a part of you that doesn't like to whine and complain, and Scott did retracto head. I know you ain't talking about my wife. Oh, Lord. And then he got to mutter under his breath, not really. I mean, okay, you ain't into therapy, that's fine. Why you gotta shit on Contessa's rainbow? He said, shouldn't y'all be having this conversation by yourself? Well, then get out of the room, asshole. You're in the kitchen and you don't cook. Or help with the kids. No, I don't think you whine. You just complain. Okay, word mincer. You're trying to start shit so you can get out of the marriage. But then again, I don't know what it would be like married to a lesbian as a heterosexual man. So Contessa says, well, why do you always jump in on the insults? And he said, I was willing to give you some time alone with her. You was trying to get a sneak joint therapy session, and he caught your bull. He caught your bull. And he was so reviled at the thought of being tricked into a therapy session, he did what? What he naturally does, act an ass. So then we go into straight Tyler Perry mode. Why did you get married? He said, I wanted a happy marriage. Well, what are you doing to make that happen? And he said the same thing that you're doing. I got a life coach. I talked to one for the past 7 months. But a few nights ago at dinner, you said you didn't believe in therapy and weren't going, and Contessa wasn't going to pressure you to do it no more. So where did the past 7 months, 6 months come from? Charade, spring, summer, fall. September, spring, summer. Gaslight, bubba bag lady. Gaslight, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. And then he ain't paid her, he just talks to her. So what kind of therapist is out here for free? He talks to her periodically. Contessa said, well, if you've been seeing a life coach, why hasn't anything changed? Even though it's free, you need your money back. So Contessa says, look, I still want to be married. I still love you. I just feel like we're disconnected and I'm trying to connect with you. And you won't connect with me, or at least put some effort in. I thought you were going to romance and woo her more. Why aren't you helping with dinner? Like, where's the romance? Where's the woo? Where's the kisses on the neck? Where's the holding and the love? Where's the romance? I mean, you're married to an adventurous lesbian. She's up for anything. If you in it, you gonna act like you, I need you to act like you in it. I'm not gonna do all this today. Oh, he's such a drama queen. She's not involving you in negativity. She's saying we're at a disconnect. That's all she's saying. She's not saying she doesn't love you. Like, she literally said that. Contessa, you gotta leave this fool. He's giving you the gaslight. We're at the town hall event, and what does Simone have on? It's a Louis Vuitton sweater, so I guess it's like it's a trunk. It's a Louis Vuitton trunk on a sweater. And this cheap wig. No, Simone. No. You just go in a designer store, ooh, it's labeling, and you walk home with it. No, it looks three-dimensional. It looks like it's leather and straps on this sweater. Oh, God, this is ugly. Simone, you're just not stylish enough to pull something like this off. It could really be a cute look, but not on you. Not with this wig that you just slapped upon your head and called it macaroni, because I see the underhair. No blend whatsoever, just a tough cap. It's a cap wig. Just a tough cap. Did you think the kids would like it? We don't. We don't. So everybody's getting set up to do their part in the town hall, and Toya asked Quad, did you practice? And she said, I don't have to practice. I did this for 3 years. And Toya said, well, you know, if you would practice a little more, maybe you'd still be doing it. Still be employed. Now, Lisa, you want to look all professional in front of the camera, but where are the test results? From your lab of lies. I hope the FBI is investigating her. I think she was sending out fraudulent results. I think that she was having people swab, but she was not going to spend the money to actually do the testing. And how did Lisa end up with the lab? Wouldn't that be something more up Darren Noggle's alley? Wouldn't that be up his alley? I mean, a lot of things are up his alley. Well, a lot of young men. Allegedly. But Lisa, you want to act all big shot and in control, but you can't perform where it counts. Oh, Jesus, what in the Laura Ashley Lady Gaga hell does Toya have on? What kind of Little House on the Prairie meets a drag race runway challenge was that dress? Ooh, Lord, and then those pigtails. Oh, good, Simone took that ugly, distracting sweater off, but she still has on that terrible wig. I just want to go in Simone's closet and throw all those wigs, just throw them away. Throw them away. Simone, I would rather you be bald and focus on good lip color and cute earrings, because you just can't get your head together. Contessa, your earrings are clashing with your dress. Ooh, but Hefferly in this ombre wig. Then again, I don't know why I'm expecting anything from Hefferly. She's like Karen Clark Sheard gone wrong. Because Karen Clark Sheard gets it right, vocally and with fashion. So now the ladies are having dinner at the venue. And Carrie says, Lisa, I'm surprised you're here with everything going on. You want to be Joan Collins so bad, but you never will. You never will. Actually, you probably even think you're a Stephanie Beacham type. You're not. You're nothing of the sort. You're nothing of the sort. So Lisa Nicole starts giving us a backpedal and pussy pop. A backpedal and pussy pop. Well, in July, we had backlog because that was when it was the highest cases. Contessa said, I thought she had a clothing line. When did she get a lab? Oh, Quad said, well, somebody got a test in June and they just got their results now in October. Lisa Nicole looks constipated. It's the same look she gets when you talk about her marriage to Darren Noggles. A pained expression indeed. Quad gonna say they gotta get the results from the grave? Quad always knows the wrong thing to say. For those of us who lost someone to COVID, it isn't funny. So Lisa owns the lab, but the COVID testing equipment hadn't come in yet, so you was just collecting swabs and collecting checks. When they're done with Jen Shah, they need to come see yo ass. So you were collecting and then sending it off to a lab to get processed. Child, y'all was throwing them shits away. I bet you if you go through the landfills right now, you'll find some. Ooh, Simone said, oh, so you're outsourcing it to cover your legal ass. Ooh. Oh, I'm just telling you how to prevent malpractice. She said, I'm not gonna call this shady, but it's crooked as hell. Ooh, didn't I say it? Didn't I say? I mean, I'm glad Simone sees it too, and Simone knows way more about this than I do. But I could smell something was funky, smelled like feet. The second I heard that story, a foot aroma got my athlete's foot. A pungence. It wasn't like, when you bring up Darren Noggles and the scent of Badussi fills the air. Oh, Lisa Nicole, don't say the AG reached out to talk to our attorneys. Say the Attorney General. The Attorney of the city or the state. You know what? It's in Fulton County. I'm sure I can look it up. Hefferly's just like, I'm trying so hard not to say I told you so and cuss this heifer out, but you know what? I'm going to give you growth. Well, Hefferly, you definitely are a growth, akin to a wart. Actually, you know what? You're more like a corn because you're very painful. A corn on the foot of life. So now Jackie and Simone invite all the girls to Jekyll Island. And as two-faced as y'all are, that seems like an appropriate destination. Ooh, Simone said this trip isn't about healing, it's about fun. Simone, what do you know about fun? So somebody asked if the men are coming and Contessa said, well, Scott can't come on this trip. Simone said this time everybody gets their own room. And I'm like, that should be standard. I'm not really into the room share. And Toya said, I'm not going on this girl's trip. I'm going to stay home. Good, stay home. You need to save money for furniture. You can barely decorate 9,012 feet. How you gonna be jealous of 14? That's just more echo. Oh, Lord. I am tired of Toya. Simone's gonna say, you know what? I'm so glad everybody came out. When it matters, we're a sisterhood. Really? Yes, Toya, really. Toya, who did your hair? They must be mad at you still for Anila cheaping out on them. Oh my God, Simone, what is this track pant? You're on your good. You know, you're not as bad as Giselle, but you're as bad as Giselle. I mean, oh God, Lisa Nicole is complimenting Toya's horrible hairstyle. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Why? Ooh, no, it ain't nothing to love. Ain't nothing to, it didn't look good on Nicki Minaj and it don't look good on you. So Simone tells Anila, we gonna try and get you and Toya to talk. And Anila said, well, I've been texting her. Do you want to see my text? And Simone says, stop the theatrics. And start paying people, Anila. On time. On time. Oh, now Anila and Simone is getting into it. You want to talk to me? Let's talk. Listen to me. I'm hurt. I want things to be better. It can't be better when you're both bitter. I'm just saying. Oh, Lord, but then Toya comes up. You want to talk? And Anila says, well, I want to talk, but without everybody around. I gave you that. You came to my home, and we hashed it out. But did you call me after that? Were we still friends? No, because Toya don't know how to be a friend. And now here goes Anila with more theatrics. Did I ever talk bad about Toya? Did I ever? So Anila drive off, and Simone says, I think she's really hurt. And Simone then takes us left and says, well, you want to be strong, Toya. You should tell Quad that you don't like her talking about your finances because it hurts your feelings. You won't be vulnerable with the group. I can kind of see that. But Quad should know better. But then again, Toya shouldn't have talked about her bullshit apartment or leaky townhouse. Quad gonna say, why are they putting me in it? Because you stay in it. So now Quad and Toya getting into it. When I came to your apartment, it's a townhome, boo. Okay, it's a townhome. Leaky, but a townhome. I thought the whole point of a home was to keep the elements outside. So Toya goes on and owns it and apologizes. I love the place, I do. That's where I'd stay if I was single. You couldn't afford it. The next day, Anila meets with Jackie, and Jackie hasn't had many scenes with anybody. I think it's time for her to heifer on. Give Jackie a show on Fox Soul where she can talk about the vagina to her heart's content. Everybody getting ready for the trip. Packing montage. Why did we invite Carrie on this trip? Don't y'all have enough snakes in the grass without inviting old lizard lips? Child, Quad walked in and me and Toya had the same expression. She's not even married to medical. Oh God, they got Heifer Nicole Cloud driving the bus? Child, if you can't trust her with the Vivi test, I'm not trusting her with the driver's test. Quad said, you better go Greyhound. And she right. Toya gonna walk on the bus. Oh, Lisa, this is so nice. No leaking. She's starting with the shade. But I want to know, how did she find out that Quad's apartment had a water problem? Wait, this is Lisa's actual RV? What kind of fraud is this heifer running? Heifer Lisa, this RV is old and unreliable, like Lisa herself. Oh, Lord. Where's Anila? Who? Now, Heffley, you've been trying to cuddle up to her, but now you want to give her the who? So we're talking about our biggest fears, and Lisa says, I'm not the best judge of people all the time. That's why you're married to Darren Noggles. Heffley said, well, a lot of what you put out is what you get back, and the way you conduct business, Lisa, I see why you're afraid of running across another you. You are not transparent, Lisa. You're running COVID testing, but you don't have the equipment to do the test. That's not transparent. I mean, Lisa, you opened yourself up. You've always been the whipping girl. I don't know why you came back. You know what? You came back this season so you could pay back a PPP loan before the government comes for that ass. You a dumb bitch. Your mother's a dumb bitch. Okay, Heffley. Cause Heffley, you always want to get up and talk tough with that head nod. I ain't never seen you push, slap, hit, or throw a drink. Oh, Lord. Now, Lisa, put this trifling bitch off my damn RV. And that's why Lisa had the RV, so that she could put out who she wanted to put out. She's on her Kenya Moore. So we've got 2 more episodes to go, but that was the shit.